2017, government, led by President Nana Akuffo Addo, took pragmatic steps to clean the mining sector.
That the natural resources of this country belongs to you, the Ghanaians, and that for you to benefit, you must begin to extract the resources in a more sustainable manner.
It established the Interministerial Committee on Illegal Mining, IMCIM. Its mandate is to sanitize and curb illegal mining activities in mining communities across the country. The committee has undertaken a lot of sensitization activities in various mining communities on the impact of illegal mining. This was meant to restore hope to many Ghanaians who care about the environment.
Computer app galamsey. Yakeka yenema nyina bomu the forest for ye no the minerals commission for ye EPF for so hu esa obi hu de ekoso. Ne se obi ko license a unya license for minerals commission EP water resource. We obi akoji minerals commission license no. Ukoji a osanka 90 days na ko wanya wa de. The app no be share say ukoji license pe ye trodin Ubi abehu nipa okoji ye the concession number baby and concession no eda okoji ye na eko enimu no se bosume ba ko ba e beku hu baby process na kodu it by 90 days no na se nipa nya na sisa na o se e hu se bibi asiwo Minerals Commission.
After a year of comprehensive work, the committee completed the roadmap that would regulate the activities of the small-scale miners and guide their operation. Small-scale and artisanal miners would have to follow due process before engaging in any mining activity. Yet, some have complained of underhand dealings. With little money, they say, you can be allowed to circumvent rules on the roadmap and be allowed to go on the field with your excavators to mine without proper documentation and approval as prescribed by the roadmap. People also add that you can pay some top men at IMCIM and they would arrange for protection for you while you are mining illegally. So, we set out with our hidden cameras to find out who would help us bend the rules for their selfish interest. Who would help us stab the nation and the president in the back and do things contrary to the roadmap. Are there really shortcuts to mining illegally?
But the battle against galamsey is nowhere near being won yet, and I appeal to all citizens to be part of the battle to keep our lands and water bodies safe.
We got a company called Ore Resources Enterprise. In our investigation, we discovered that almost everybody involved in the fight against illegal mining was willing to take money to help us mine illegally. Meet Jimmy, a guy we met at the reception of the IMCIM office. He showed us how he would supply us with tip-offs with the movements of the IMCIM security task force so that we would avoid detection. We also met Bimpon, a soldier with the Ghana Armed Forces who is part of the national security operatives at the Interministerial Committee.
So you say if it's not from our Bible, then they put you in a problem with that. They are not going to
but he was still willing to help us secure protection for our galamsey activities.
One day you will make man of our own.
This in your connecting to here.
You say, for that. One day when you're correct, one more cover the on one country.
Oh, yeah, and your mom. I would do one yet more.
Wanted nobody should
Really, I'm sorry, you know, what's right? Now, did I let my friend as a winner?
Then there's Bafo, a policeman and national security personnel attached to the IMCIM. Bafo was happy to go into negotiations with us on the amount to be paid if we wanted protection for our illegal mines.
We have protection. A little bit tired and I dropped things down for you.
Okay. What about the
many of Mamma Moon, they mean the Pandicia, Mohu Commander, and I say, Mutimiaqua. Maybe to do the meaning Pana coming in a bamboo. May breaking on fast. I said, Namoyano, Secret Finer. Evans, and I'm more protect one more. Or Ashanti region, Chronocride anything. Forest, initially. In Patakin. For a Nippon Jam, what into a person car, you be sham, no more trans, no more farm of bed and breakfast. And the only thing I need to see me is now, you're one more division. I'll say you also before.
Over kebab, Coca-Cola and Malta Guinness, we met these two police officers, Kennedy Frimpong and Ano, also of the Interministerial Task Force. Kennedy and Ano also work as Jubilee House security personnel. They were introduced to us by Bafo to further our discussions on protection for illegal mining.
Your conversion, my protection.
Yeah, no. Nobody in the cable. With the army. And I shoot you around, especially an hour or four. Maybe near one mile. As I said, only Yenny Saman is like a amount. Now you package be as your own one. The woman.
All right.
So, to be very woman. And I know that as well as
the documentations. But
They told us how much they would charge to protect our small-scale concession and added that they would take some of the money to their top bosses. They charged an amount of 16,000 cedis every month and 300 cedis each week during patrol if they are to give us 3 personnel for the patrol.
Look how people know. We know me fine.
Problem. We are ready to move anytime.
But aside these relatively low-level officials, can we get to the top of the chain? With our company, called All Resources Enterprise, we decided to move further up on the chain. We first met Andy, a connection man who would link us to the people at the top. He demanded for cash to do that transaction.
Oh, Andy said, "Me for we different. Very comfortable. Say, every son is so got me some be that say, but then better be to be on a so come be shoes guy. That's when your lands is my. Was they around a bit now? They be here's your copy.
Andy charged money alleged to be for one Charles Bissell and for himself.
You know, cash. I'm good at ash and brown.
But I know this.
You guys say that we be money.
After waiting, so you will be on my money 35 account.
Nice. And I'm
oh, tell you who know your account.
And I'm okay.
Who we are.
Okay, then
where the enemy discuss here. Into the audience.
So bad.
But no
show them more, show commitment. Oh, one or two things.
He took us to meet Charles Bissell. Mr. Charles Bissell is secretary to the Interministerial Committee on Illegal Mining. We told Bissell our excavators were already on site working and we needed him to work on the documents while we were still mining. He took our documents and called for it to be fast-tracked for us.
Because we have to make sure you fast track with the say, but new year, and I know them are working centrally. All resources, what's the situation?
It hasn't come up yet. Let me quickly check.
We're doing the last 1 year until the year we're doing the car machine up. But we prefer Savita. So we prefer at the end of everything, one way you make a policy in
He asked us to pay 3,000 Ghana cedis for mapping after he had ordered for the sticker to be fast-tracked for us with all other processes being circumvented. A sticker we should have before going to the field.
Doc is doing an itinerary, they're going to map next week. So I'll speak to Doc, but tell Doc, give the name to Doc. As I said, they should add it to it so they do their hand. And then they'll pay the 3,000 for mapping. Okay, we want 3,000, no one wants. For mapping. So let him do that now and then give them to Doc. Doc will call me and then the mapping team will go there. And then let's train to apply. Now apply for ETA. Right. The ETA, Doc there.
Okay.
So I think Doctor is coming back. Ralph, now I tell him now. Okay. I think it's almost through. Okay. So I'll bet she have for mapping. Mapping is 9 mapping to 1 call and which quality here. Okay. Mapping to next week. Now for definition, non-free EP, non-fast track man. He was well. I will be that. No, this is a limited time only. So you can go back in mind. I'm a sticker of the year. I'm a sticker.
No, sir, you really EP and the year and then.
Okay. Let's talk to now today. I'll call now. So I'll make sure I okay. That's it too. I think the no more accountants for you. Okay. Gentlemen, go ahead. Obi wa ha me so ntwa yes. Oba ebe wo ye ni bia na ahwe no wa ama me sika na wa apply for EP fast fast track because why you know I can get 2 months so you know okay sorry child I think that question is okay nenya I'm not going to nenya.
So we paid the 3,000 Ghana cedis and took a receipt, and we were given the 4 copies of the approved sticker. First of all, we were supposed to be vetted by a team made up of chiefs, officials from the Forestry Commission, Environmental Protection Agency, and so on. The vetting of All Resources Enterprise was not advertised in digital and print media form as the roadmap indicates. We have been told to commence mining activities. After this, we called Andy, our connection man again, to see whether there would be men he can get to actually be guarding us while we mine illegally.
Yeah, into time, I'm not paying you Georgia. Okay, Mate.
We met in Kumasi.
In the reception.
If you have a 10 grand.
Matter. I mean, this one is so quick, sir. My friend doesn't make time for money. No, my family another thing.
Okay, first one I'm Texas.
I am in the
one said only one thing.
No, but my mama.
But
I have also been to it enough something.
The woman thing.
There is 85 and I'm also afraid.
And I am so don't mention this.
I think you know so yes, when you're in the previous because some of the women are designated suggest to go. Okay. The media what I will cheer. When you have when we don't have access to these things, not purchase. I mean, these suggest need to be not suggest no one I need to work with them. So mommy to if I'm called. You know, anybody they are assigned students, so you are safe to work.
He proposed the guy called Schoolboy, a coordinator to the national security who he said was in the Accra office.
Oh, Schoolboy. Oh, not Schoolboy.
He had a share of cash again.
I believe in their main mojo. It's immediate. Zoom that not them at the main mojo. So look at our figure conscious. Many of our naked.
I don't want to lie to you. You see, you're not a schoolboy. I recruit soldiers for operations, you know. Talk to him in case that. Why?
Alright.
Okay, sure.
We set off to Accra again with this piece of advice by Schoolboy.
Okay, on the phone you need for radio. You can be happy now, but I'm so content. As a part of what is happening, it's young to say, the back. So that they are in case of your woman guidelines. I'm an actress today. 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks,
He directed us to Kobe. He's the real guy who can give us the needed protection for cash.
We also decided to go to certain areas of the country to see how bad the galamsey situation was. We were in Prestea in the western region. We moved to Ashanti and Bongahafu too. We picked the coordinates of places where we saw illegal mining activities and took it to the Minerals Commission. This is the result we got from the commission checks.
why you are
Hello. We are cry Monday, Tuesday.
Okay.
But Wednesday, I have to come back to Kumasi. We're messing up on off. David, they may ask for say the what we are agreeing. Let's get you through.
Oh, okay.
Okay, say me what we are agreeing now. We are honest. Nah, to me on nature. We spoke as a brother and you through.
Okay. All right.
Well, also I just say you may DNA. We see the acting by Monday, Tuesday, go. I'll win at that. Why? So need you through. And you from my any minute, and let me the name from my name,
This is just a first in our series on illegal mining. There will be more coming soon. May God Almighty make every Ghanaian fearless and honest to uplift our national flag.